All right, we're back. It's a fresh, brand new month, November. Excited about that. And today, however, market was extremely slow. Not much going on. A lot of sitting around waiting for some setups, but there's really nothing. So, anyways, I got into a few things we'll show you here that I traded, mainly SUP. That was kind of later in the day, but well, throughout the day, I should say. But not much going on. And I think there was a lot of people were eyeing SUP, but because there were so many people in it, that it just wouldn't really break out. But anyways, let's do a little recap here. It's today is Monday, November 2nd, beginning of the month, and we're up $2. So not really much to show there. I did trade quite a few. Um, didn't trade a whole lot, but just kept fighting with SUP here. And this is kind of the catalog of what happened today as far as profits and losses. I just kind of record them on this notepad as I go along for each trade. And I mean, as you can see here, it's just tiny amounts. And we couldn't really get any good breakouts. So kind of a stale day. And I'd like to compare this really to, once again, warrior trader Ross Cameron. He's kind of the guy that a lot of people follow. I sure did at the beginning of my journey. I still follow him. And however, he was down. Today was a real bad trading day for him. Now, of course, he trades with way more amounts, right? He's grown into large accounts. So he trades with a whole bunch of shares. And I don't even know. I've gone back in the past and looked him up, but I don't know what the amount he trades with, and I'm pretty sure he does. Yeah, he does trade on margin, so he's got limitless trades. And for us in those small accounts, where you've got a cash account like I do, no margin. I use basically half my balance every other day, so that way I've always got a balance to trade, and they're typically equal, um, depending on what I trade in one particular day. But I try to split it, so my full amount, just split it in half. That way, my funds settle the following day, and I've always got the same amount to rotate off of. That's how I do it, and with my cash account. And so, anyways, Ross was down 22,000 today, which sounds crazy, but for him, relatively speaking, that's a pretty bad day. But he can make, on certain days for him, a good day for him is 50, 50K, which is crazy. So 22 for him is bad, but he's a pretty good trader. So I think he's up like 4 million for the year, which is it's just ridiculous. It's sometimes hard for new people like us to even compare ourselves to that, but I still like to compare in the sense of in a month, like how many days you were green versus red. So let me pull up something here. I'll show you my charts for this month. Actually, this was kind of since we began this YouTube vlog here. So, anyways, we started on Monday, October 26th. As you can see, this is the red and green days. And today we're up 3, which is it's okay to be green, but that's not very much. It's basically break even. So, we'll take it. And hopefully we'll get some momentum in the markets here soon. But this is how I'm looking. This is kind of my running balance here. Running profits and losses, so not really anywhere as of yet. And let's see if we can go in and look at the calendar here. So October, not great, pretty close to break-even amounts, and we're going to work on bringing that up. So, and just to recap too, for October, I had a lot of green trades. I had 13 for me out of my out of my balance here, it's pretty good for me to be up, 13 trades out of 8 red for any given month. That's relatively pretty good. It's just the problem I had here was on my red days, I had big, big red days. So these two in particular right here really just knocked me out. And as you can see, if I was just to erase one of those days, I'd be up for the month. So something to really think about and really work towards on honing in your skill. And, for these red days, for me, they were sloppy days. I just didn't, there's a lot of factors, some even external, when you've got things going on in the day while you're trading, sometimes things can bug you or frustrate you, whatever might be externally going on in your life. And for these days, I know something was probably going on, and I know I was just sloppy with my trades too. And I bag held and just would hold something too long, hoping it would turn around, and that always ends to bite you in the ass. So, anyways, other than that, pretty good green days on October, and that's what I got to focus on is getting back in that track and really trying to avoid the nasty big red days. That is the true killer, and you've got to learn to hone your skill, tighten your skill, and that's what we're shooting for in November here. So off to I would say a great start, but it's really nothing, $3. But hopefully we get some momentum that picks up in the market here soon. So let's go back real quickly, just look at some of the trades. I did trade iSig at the beginning, but not much to really trade off of. Really just kind of hit a top here of 132. You can see the pre-market topped off there too. So this just kind of faded afterwards. Nothing good to trade. And after that, the focus was on SUP. And once again, there were so many people, I think, trading this one. I don't know what the float was. It might have been a higher float stock. And therefore, there wasn't a lot of breakouts. When the chart would move up, when it would start trading up, it would hit its limits and just keep hitting a certain resistance level and just fade and really wouldn't go anywhere. So I did try to pop in here and get a few trades, and it was just frustrating. It was back and forth, back and forth. So not much progress today. Anyways, I'd love to know what you guys traded today. Hopefully you were green. Let me know if you were green. Awesome. If you were red, sorry about that, but that's how it goes. And hopefully we can do pretty good this month. So that about wraps it up for today. So make sure to subscribe to the channel and follow along with the journey. Once again, this is for average Joes, either just starting off or people who've been around for a while and just looking to maybe even compete against someone like me. I like a little fun competition. It's a good challenge, and but you do have to focus on yourself. It's a matter of always being your best, and it's there's a lot of lessons in the market, I think, personally, since I've started trading. And once again, it's about honing that skill, and you got to learn to sometimes take some losses and reduce the risk, take those small losses and ride out some of those winners. But as of right now, beginning of the month, not a whole lot moving at this point. So Ross usually says through his historical data, he goes to show that some of the winter months can actually be greater in the market. So and I found that to be pretty true as well. So hopefully we'll see some momentum. Anyways, guys, take care. We'll see you next time.